up, these guys are just hanging right here, and that mat was long enough to be on the floor. And I got the FLIR thing here, and you can see the mats are generating heat, and the ones that are hanging there are generating heat. And you can see here the switch is a hot spot because that's where all the wires combine into that one. And my system is running very cool compared to these guys. So noticeable heat here. Put my foot on there and you can feel that heat, and you can kind of see the leftovers. So I'm going to try to work these in. The only thing with these electric USB heating mats, you need, for them to work very properly, these high output USB ports. You got to kind of buy them specialty. Talk to Hugh, High Tech Guy, or talk to Stu, not Hugh, High Tech Guy 18 for details on those. But so far, those little things are drawing 1.8 amps on the load side. As well, I'm charging a couple batteries, but that shouldn't affect anything too much. But we're gonna see how much heat's going on here. Now, I'm gonna show you over here at the wood stove and the fireplace again. We're gonna turn this FLIR thing on, and I'm gonna shut that, turn the TV down in case copyright nonsense. But you guys can see that we're getting a lot of heat coming off that pipe that's exposed now. So what I did was, you guys can see I got that fan running above there, and that's getting rid of that heat across the top and around the propane stove. So the stove is actually giving me a ton more heat value than before, because this thing, you don't want to touch this with your hand because you'll be burned. So that's why they kind of incorporated this into the design. But I had to take that off because I wasn't getting enough airflow for the stove. And as you can see, the stove is burning very clean now. It's no longer doing that crap where it was sooting up everywhere. And it was an airflow problem. So we fixed that. Me and my dad, we're scratching our heads on that. Here we have the wood stove. Pipe's under 200 degrees. The stove is 400 degrees basically. And it's throwing definitely some heat. So I'm loving that. So let's go take a look here. The glass is slowly getting uncrusty. That's that creosote. So I have it on full burn, so this is wide open. This is wide open. It's getting maximum air. And it's just gonna clean out my flue. And hopefully the glass here, it'll just kind of keep melting and cleaning this off and go to town. So this guy is incredibly working even better now with this excess heat pouring off the flue right here. Now I'm not going to have any condensation issues, and I stuffed the incoming fresh air with Roxol fireproof insulation, because that does get warm, this pipe, and you can feel it up here. This is something else. Woo! So with this fan moving air around this whole area now, it's throwing the heat down. The heat is hitting the floor, and my feet are feeling much happier down here at the floor. I'll tell you that. So I got to figure out a way to now the fireplace there is only running on a lithium power pack. I have 2 USB fans installed into this thing to make it an off-grid propane fireplace. Off-grid friendly anyway, because this doesn't require an inverter to run its fan. The original fan I took out did. It was 120 volts. So I removed that, put 2 5-volt USB fans in, they work okay. The original 120 volt fan that came installed with it did about the same amount of airflow that these 5 volters are doing. So this saves me the inverter, and basically I can run it off a power pack. Now when those fans do eventually pooch on me, I'm gonna have Stu High Tech Guy 18 find me up a nice replacement for those, possibly 12 volt, because then I can just run a line from there into my solar setup and won't need these little power packs anymore. So that's kind of a nice thing. Things are cooking here. And I did have that burning dust smell off. Every season you kind of get that. And so I'm dealing with that. I turned on all my lighting loads in there to try and bring that battery level down. I may have to run the inverter, run something on the inverter to just waste more energy, because I'm purposely trying to bring down the voltage of my lithium battery. Without avail, I can't seem to do it. I do want to, I got an upcoming video coming up here soon, guys, and it is going to be something else. It's going to be running my electric induction cooktop on a lithium iron phosphate battery via a 1000 watt pure sine wave inverter. And now the only trouble is with my induction hub that I have at home, it's just the manufacturer, I'm guessing. Salton is the brand. Basically, when you turn it on to use it, it goes almost to the highest setting, and it tells you the temperatures and the wattage you're at. So when I turn it on, I gotta quickly be real quick on the buttons and drop it right back down to the minimum, and pace myself going up to see if we can see if I can actually run it off the grid. And if I can run an induction hub off the grid, guys, I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it's a cooktop that's electric, but it boils stuff at record time, cooks stuff, and I use it I use it for my cooking and my cannabis oil production, the Rick Simpson oil, because it's the safest method. And if I can do that here, that means I could produce cannabis oil at the off-grid tiny house, which would be nice because that's going to save me power. Because like when I was using it at home, obviously it takes a little bit of power to run that thing, and for the extended times that I've been making the cannabis oil, I'm getting better and better at making it quicker, faster, better concentrations of it. And if I'm able to make it here off the grid, that's awesome. And if I'm able to do that, then I'm definitely going to be able to cook on it off the sun for free. So pretty amazing stuff, guys. Now, like I say, that video is coming, and the induction hub, it will be a trial run to see if I can do it, because if my particular model can't do it here, then that means I need to buy a different model that doesn't go on maximum as soon as you turn it on. I can't change it, guys. It's just the way they built the machine, my certain one that I have, and that really sucks. So hopefully I do not have to buy it. I'm quick on the buttons that I can jump it back to the very minimum, because it shows you the watts and everything that you're using, which is really nice about that one. But and I've learned to cook on that one. Obviously I got experience on it, so I'm gonna try that out, and you guys got to stay tuned for that video. So hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and consider becoming a Patreon member, because when you do that, you're helping me get more videos out, You're helping support the Off-Grid Tiny House, and you're, as a Patreon member, you get all my stuff exclusively ad-free before everybody else gets to see it. And you get it in long form, unedited. So, can't really beat that. And yeah, for $1 a month, pretty good deal. So consider becoming a member, guys. We'll talk to you later.